Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal, and I'm here with my buddy Kyle.
Yes, you are.
If you guys are not on YouTube, you're missing out, because we're on a fucking mountain.
Turn off Spotify. Turn off whatever the fuck you're listening to. Switch on YouTube, because we climbed a mountain for you guys.
Guys, we are literally on top of a mountain that took us 4 hours to climb, and I'm not talking no pansy little trail.
I struggled mightily getting up this mountain.
We climbed like up rocks, like boulders, for 4 hours straight up. We are thousands of feet in the sky. Wait, thousands or
Thousands?
maybe?
Couple thou.
Yeah. Like an airplane could fly this high. You know?
Well, an airplane can fly
Well-
as high as it wants.
I mean,
Airplanes go so much higher
airplanes sometimes fly this high is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, when they're taking off. This is not like cruising altitude, I don't think.
No, but
Like, we're not going to have a plane just like right by our mountain.
imagine, dude, we're just podcasting a plane like
I hope I'm not
Hits
blocking
us.
your face with my foot.
No, you're good.
My entire body is like asleep right now on this rock. I'm in the most uncomfortable position.
Guys,
like a slanted rock.
Guys, we are like, you really, I'm serious. We say it all the time, but you have to go watch on YouTube for this episode because like we have the coolest view. Like I cannot stress enough how cool this is right now.
I hope the view behind us on the camera does it justice because this is an amazing view. And, you know, this is what you get in Washington. This is the stuff that we take for granted. So instead of being in our little studio, in our little bubble, we decided, hey, let's go hike a fucking mountain and then we'll record on top of it.
Let's embrace nature because, you know, we've been so cooped up during quarantine, you know, and I stare at my computer all day. Like, what good is this?
Yeah. I want to stare at some real shit.
Yeah. I don't know no pixels.
Yeah. John had a wasp trying to eat his ass for like a good like quarter mile on the way up here.
Yeah.
There was a wasp it followed us for quite a long time. See, it's just the same, guys. It's just the same. It's just a different location. My voice is still cracking. Nothing's really changed
I was
here.
about to say your voice cracks even if we're on top of a mountain.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, like this mountain that also just I want you guys to appreciate our dedication here because I'm actually like I don't feel safe right now.
No.
Like, so my camera is across a valley from us, and in between there is a gap of these boulders that are just held up by essentially nothing.
It's just a big like combination of rocks that somehow are sturdy, and like the smallest earthquake would just set us down.
Yeah,
and our rock is slanted down too, so we're like, if I leaned back, I'd roll off.
Yes, like we are quite literally sitting on the edge of a whole cliff. Like if I move 2 feet to my left, I fall to my death. So
That would be good content.
It would be. Kyle and I were also talking about like, what if we just run into like a bobcat or a mountain lion here and we like
Fight it off with like a camera or like a tripod. That would be good. That would be some good content. I was thinking about it when you were setting up the cameras, like when you were kind of walking over here on the edge. I was thinking about how sad it would actually be if I just watched you fall off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean it'd be
like I ran it through my head. I was like, damn, like if John just stepped like a foot to his left, he would just pummel to his death and I would have to run over to the edge here and be like, John.
Yo, I actually like run through scenarios like that through my head, like worst case scenarios, like how would I react if I'm with you and we're hiking and you slip, tumble down the mountain, and I witness you just bash your head on a rock. Like, what do I do when no one's around?
Go down with me. That's what a real boy would do. That's what boys do.
You see your boy just die and you just like, well,
Die with him.
might as well jump.
Exactly.
You heard it here first, guys. Just jump.
Jump. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, the wind's picking up.
It's Van Halen.
If it sounds a little windy in the mics,
Sorry. We're
sorry.
outside.
There's really not much we can do about that. But yeah, so this morning, Kyle's had an interesting run with nature today. He picks me up. We're going down the driveway.
Oh my god.
Almost hits my neighbor's dog.
Dude, the dog was just in John's driveway and I almost drilled it. It was this tiny little white thing and I saw it as I was passing it. So if that thing had been in front of me, 2 bumps.
Yeah. And Actually, last time Kyle and I went on a hike together was on a video that we did for my YouTube channel, the Narwhal. We went to Mount Rainier, and we literally ran over a squirrel.
Well, we is not the word I would use. John ran over a squirrel. I shouted, "Squirrel," and John went, "Ah!" and then kept driving.
You were an accomplice to the murder, though.
No. I could have, I guess I could have, like, moved the steering wheel, but then we're driving off a cliff.
Yeah.
But at least we're boys.
Yeah.
Dying together.
But
yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, actually, that's one of my favorite videos John's made. What was it? It was like you're doing something different every day.
Yeah, so every day for a month, I had to do something I've never done before in my entire life.
Yeah.
And for the first day, Kyle and I hiked Mount Rainier, and it was pretty nuts.
Not like hiked Mount Rainier. We didn't climb Mount Rainier.
I mean,
there's a hike near Mount Rainier where it's a great view. Is it behind us?
It's over to the left somewhere. They can't see it.
Damn
but
it. Well, if you guys turn your head a little bit to the left, you'll see it.
Yeah, just look a little further that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kyle almost ran over a dog, and then what else happened? There was another big thing that happened because we were joking about.
Oh,
it.
snake.
Oh yeah.
A minute into the hike, a snake ran in, and snakes are my biggest fear. Like, above anything, a snake scares me, and it was like a little garter snake. Can't do anything to me. But I went, oh shit. Scared me.
Yeah, man. And then, it's just been a jolly old day, just embracing nature. We hiked up. This is a very unpopular hike because turns out I don't have any evidence to back this up, but 4 years ago I remember researching this hike when I did it the first time, and it said somewhere I read something that said something along the lines of this is like the second tallest peak that's like hikeable other than Mount Rainier, which I don't know if that's true.
I'm looking around and I'm maybe they're not hikeable. Yeah, but I feel like everything's hikeable.
I mean, yeah, if you want it to.
Like
be.
Alex Honnold could get on top of anything.
Yeah. Like, I'm not afraid of heights, but looking off of these, I am kind of I get a little sweaty. So does that mean I am afraid of heights?
I think it means you're human. Because what would be cool though if you could like have a cool edge here and have one of those squirrel suits and just jump off.
No, that would not be. I would not do that.
Cool. Yeah, we were talking about on the way up. Well, mostly me because John wouldn't want to do it. But there's a popular hike by our house where people do paragliding or parasailing? Paragliding.
I think.
Where it's like this big parachute thing and you jump off of a cliff and you just parachute down. A lot of people do it by our house, and that'd be a great way of getting down a mountain because you don't have to hike all the way down.
Yeah.
Because that's arguably worse, is walking down a mountain after.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to suck on the way down.
We struggled on the way up, guys. Yeah. This was
mostly me.
I mean, I was pretty gassed too, but during quarantine, I've been running a lot. Kyle's been trying to bulk up, so his cardio maybe is not quite what it was when he was in his marathon days.
I'm not in marathon shape.
Yeah, man. So
we saw one other dude on the hike.
Yeah, we saw this guy. So this isn't a very popular hike, which is why we chose this one, because it's so hard that not many people, do this. Which is also why we're filming up here, because we didn't want to
go wet my hand.
Ew, what is that?
Sweat.
Ew, from what?
My hand.
Just nerves?
No, just.
Oh my God, dude, you're gross. Are your pits sweating even now?
Not really. It's just my hand.
So your pit will sweat in the studio.
I think it's the sun. It's the sun blazing down on this black surface, reflecting onto my hand.
Mine's a little sweaty, but
yeah, I got pruny fingers right now.
God. So what was I saying?
Oh, that one dude.
Yeah, I don't really know where I was going, but we passed this, or at the very beginning, this one guy passed us. Super cool guy. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" And it was right at the beginning, so we knew he'd probably get to the tops way before us because we were carrying both probably 50-pound backpacks full of camera gear, which is definitely not worth it. It's worth it for this, but the payoff with camera gear is so shitty.
Plus, we're not hikers.
No.
That dude is. He's one of those guys you look at him, you're like, that guy climbs mountains.
Oh, you're talking about the guy with the poles.
No.
Oh, just the
high
chill,
guy.
Jesus-looking guy.
Yeah. That guy just that guy looks like a guy that would just hike a mountain in sandals casually.
Yeah. He seemed like he definitely was experienced, and so anyways, he passes us, and then we struggle for quite a while, and then we get near the top, and he's coming back down, And we're like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? And he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then he was asking us, like, oh, like, I'm so glad that I don't have to hike this with all the heavy gear like you guys are. And he's like, do you guys have a YouTube channel or something? And I told Kyle, I don't like this about myself, but anytime someone asks us, I guess me, because I'm not always with Kyle, but when someone asks me, like, what do you do? Or, like, I never tell them about the podcast. And I don't like that about myself, because this guy was super cool. Like, I definitely feel like I could have been homies with him in another life, or like if I had met him before or something.
Or if you were more of a stoner.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more of a stoner, but he's like, oh, so you guys have a YouTube channel? Like, what do you do? Blah, blah. And I just can't get myself to say it. I don't know why, because in my back of my head, I'm like, oh, maybe like he doesn't care, or he doesn't want us to be doing a podcast in his nature, you know?
Yeah, because this isn't really our environment, you know? We're not like mountain guys that are always on top of mountains. It's like it's a different group of people that I don't want to offend their culture, their nature culture, you know?
Yeah, like that's it. Like there's a certain, at least in Washington or any place where there's a lot of nature, there's like this certain unwritten rules of nature, and one of them is like you don't blast music, you know, when you're on a hike. Yeah. You don't like yell really loud or scream or like be obnoxious, because people are trying to appreciate the nature.
And here we are.
And this guy seemed like he appreciates the nature, so I felt like I didn't want to tell him about the podcast. But at the same time, he seemed cool and he seemed intrigued. So maybe if I would have told him, he would have said, oh, what's it called? That's awesome. And then I said, oh, it's called Peak to Middle School.
Maybe he's listening right now.
And then he would be listening right now. And then I might never see him again, but he might be a diehard fan who then tells all his friends who become diehard fans. And then that's the stepping stone we needed, and I just chose not to tell him.
He could have been a secret millionaire.
Who
investor
yes.
in podcasts and just saw us and said, this is my opportunity.
Damn, bro. Now you make me feel bad.
Yeah, you should feel terrible.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I do the same thing too. I feel like, especially with, I mean, maybe not with him. I might have.
Sorry, I don't mean to touch your foot. I'm just trying to, I get paranoid that
this my legs.
This is very sensual here. All right, we're still recording. We're good. Just get scared.
Okay. I feel weird telling like parents, like, hey, I host a podcast, because they don't get it really. A lot of them, I mean, some of them do.
Yeah.
And these aren't really the conversations for them. So it's like I don't really want them to listen to it, because it's like you don't.
Yeah.
They're gonna judge you, and like, sure, I shouldn't care, but like I kind of care.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's only human to kind of, obviously. No one wants someone to like judge them, but at the same time, I feel like that is something that like I think that telling like everyone what you do will do more. It'll benefit you more than it will harm you.
Yeah.
Like overall, and so I'm really trying to get myself, and I think that goes with anything you guys are passionate about. Like if you're into painting, but you're like a business student, I'm the type of person who I would like I don't paint, but if I did, I like would never show people my art probably, and I wouldn't tell them. But like I feel like, I don't know. I think today was a turning point for me, Kyle.
Really?
I'm on top of this mountain. I'm feeling spiritual, connected with the universe, and today is the day that anytime someone asks, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" or "What do you do?" I'm no longer going to tell them I'm a video editor. I'm telling them I'm a podcaster.
I have a challenge for you.
Yes.
To make up for the error you made earlier, you can go up to the next person we see and say, "Hello, I'm a podcaster," and then just leave it at that.
Just like,
"Hello, I podcast."
Should I ask them how they're doing first?
No,
or?
No, you don't care. You don't actually care how someone's doing. You know,
yeah.
Like when you walk past them, it's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I really don't care. I mean, like, you know, I'd like you to be having a good day, but it's not going to ruin my day if you're not having a good day. That sounds terrible, but it's true.
So just cut to the chase. Just say,
cut to the chase.
"Hey, I'm a podcaster. Go check out my show."
Yeah.
Now, don't you think potentially that could come off as a total and utter douchebag?
Yeah, but you got to make up for your error. This is how you make up for it. This is how you gain confidence, John.
You're right.
And you're the one that's taking all the blame for that. Fuck my voice. You're the one that's taking all the blame for this, and I didn't say a goddamn word to this guy. But mosquito flew in my nose.
We have the elements of nature fighting against us. They don't want us to make this podcast.
No.
But we're not letting them beat us.
Exactly. Just how I'm not letting society tell me to eat pancakes. I'm not telling them that I'm not letting them tell me that I can't podcast or that I can't speak English or that my voice can't crack.
That was not the best analogy, but you made it up by the end.
Yeah.
By the way, the voting was 39%.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Said breakfast was not or was overrated, and 61, is that math? Yeah, 61% said that it was not overrated.
Okay.
And I think that actually is way more people than I thought would have your back.
That's about what I expected. I knew I was going to lose that poll because I know breakfast. A lot of people were like, oh, breakfast for dinner. Like, that's my shit.
They go, it's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah, and it is. And, like, breakfast is important. I'm not trying to diminish breakfast. I don't want to hate on breakfast because it's not like I hate it. It's just overrated to me. I just don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And same with In-N-Out. I would have In-N-Out. I just don't think it's, like, God tier, you know?
That's fair.
Life goes on.
I respect you, Kyle.
But famous paintings, I really draw a line. Paintings.
Oh, you said famous panties.
Famous panties, however, check those out.
All right, I don't know what we were just talking about. We had to take a quick break because Kyle got an extreme quad cramp.
Yep.
How'd that go?
Not good. Cramping on top of a mountain is pretty scary.
Especially when you're like on a literal cliff.
There's not much room to like walk it off. You kind of just have to accept that you're cramping and just like let it ride.
I was up adjusting something on the camera and it's just quiet and all of a sudden I hear, oh fuck, and I'm like, I got scared. I thought he was like slipping or like dropped his phone.
No, just cramping.
Yeah. I don't know what we were talking about, but we were talking about the cool guy that we met on our hike. He, on the way down, we saw him again and we were like, oh, how much further is there? He's like, oh, it's straight up for like a little bit. And then he's like, but I'm just bonked out of my mind, blah, blah, blah. And I cannot believe this guy was hiking by himself, super stoned, on an extremely, extremely difficult hike and trying to go down the mountain just stoned.
He also said he was fasting, too.
Yeah.
So he hadn't eaten, and he's high as fuck trying to walk down this sketchy-ass mountain.
And I don't think he was drinking water either, was he?
I didn't see him drink water, but
yeah. I didn't see any water or anything on his cup holders.
I don't know, dude. Some people are just different. Like I if I was high right now, I would be so panicked.
Dude, like
that cramp would have killed me.
Oh, if I was high right now, there is no chance I would be doing this podcast. Like a lot of people, I mean, if you're never really smoked weed, like I don't do it a lot, but like I know before I ever tried it, I always heard people say like, oh, some people get paranoid, but I didn't really know what that really meant until you actually experience it. Cause it's like, you really can get freaked out
about
over nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not like a fake subtle freak, or it's not like a fake freak out where you're kind of like jokingly freaking out. Like you truly are scared for like your life.
Well, and I also feel like, when you're younger, especially, and I hear it's legal, so you can be way more comfortable while like being high here because like no one really cares. But when you're younger and you can't do it and you try it, like I feel like, you know, I don't smoke a ton either, but when I get super paranoid about like hearing noises outside and thinking it's like the cops about to come inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna get caught and like my future's over.
Yeah.
And like in reality, it was probably just some random dude closing his door of his car.
Yeah, or like, and it's just I get so freaked out over the dumbest things. Like one time I was watching TV, was a little high, not even like zonked out of my mind, but just like a little bit, and I noticed my heartbeat, which is normal. Like you can always notice your heartbeat if you pay close enough attention. But I felt it.
I can't feel mine right now.
And the more I thought about it, the more intense my heartbeat felt. And so by like 3 minutes in, every beat it feels stronger. And eventually I feel it's like do 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 do. And then I start
cool,
sweating.
No, it's one of those things that like as you kind of get used to it, you can sort of talk yourself out of getting freaked out.
Yeah, you can kind of realize what's happening.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm completely fine right now. You can't die from weed.
I mean, maybe if you did like a lot.
No one's ever died from it.
I mean, there's got to be someone
may
who
have
got
died
super
from-
high and then tried to drive.
Yeah, that's not dying from it though. It's like you can't overdose on it. Is what I mean. Like sitting on a couch, you're not gonna die.
Okay, but if you get really drunk and then drive a car and get in a crash, I would say you died from alcohol.
No, you died from being drunk and driving.
Yeah, but it
You can die. Look,
similar.
yeah, it's similar, but
Sure.
okay. I'm just saying, like you can overdose on alcohol. You
That's-
can drink too
yeah,
much
yeah,
and you
yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Weed, you can't.
But yeah, I guess my point with that was if I was high right now, sitting where I'm sitting, I wouldn't even be able to get out here because I'd be so like I would feel like I was right on the edge about to just die.
I know.
So, but anyways, guys, here we are. We just really feel like Kyle and I have both agreed like we've been super happy with all the growth recently. So
Mhm.
by the way, like thank you guys so much. We our numbers recently have just been insane compared to what they have been. Like Kyle told me he was looking at our stats the other day, and for August, all of last August,
Yeah, all of last August we had like 600 views, and
in the whole month,
in the entire month, and I think August 5th we had like 630
in a
just
day,
in the day,
which is just wild.
which is crazy. And I was also looking through and just like looking at when we started, we would get like between 0 and like 8 for
A
the
day.
first like 6 months,
Yeah,
and we just kept going.
yeah. And on Kyle's birthday, 2019 on your
2019,
birthday,
my 21st birthday, we had 0 downloads. Thanks, guys. Happy birthday to me. 21. No one fucking listened to
Big
anything on my
Big
podcast.
21.
Big 21. I mean, I was having a good time. I was drunk down in Portland,
Yeah,
but you guys were just doing something else.
Yeah, what the fuck are you guys doing on March 6th, 2019?
So to make up for it, I expect 10,000 downloads March 6th, 2021.
Dude, we should make a thing where every March 6th, we just demand everybody just stream all our episodes on repeat.
Yeah. Well, people think my birthday was in like May too. My birthday just kind of happens a few times a year, I guess.
Yeah, now there's like kind of a just ongoing thing that our buddy Matt started commenting on Kyle's post saying happy birthday. And now we've even got reviews on our show. Like we got a review the other day. They said something really nice and they ended it with, by the way, happy birthday, Kyle.
Thank you. I appreciate the happy birthday. It's nice to get a happy birthday, even when it's not on your birthday. It's nice to get a happy birthday. I'm not a big person of like, I'm going to be upset if someone doesn't wish me a happy birthday. Like if John didn't text me on my birthday, I wouldn't really care.
But part of you would just feel a certain way about that, right?
I mean, it's nice, but I'm not, okay, maybe not John because he's like one of my best friends, but I'm saying if it was someone that like I'm a friend of them or like they know me or maybe like an aunt or like a random cousin, I
Yeah.
don't really care if you wish me a happy birthday because
Yeah.
it's like, it's not like it's, oh my God, that made my day
Yeah.
because this guy wished me a happy birthday, you know?
Yeah, like if you didn't text me on my birthday, I wouldn't be like
Never
wouldn't-
talking to you again.
No, yeah, there wouldn't be like an actual problem, but I would just feel like how could you not know that? Like
Yeah.
how could this happen since we've known each other since we were in kindergarten? At this point, I feel like you should know.
I mean, some days are so forgettable. There's some of our friends that I always forget their birthday, no matter what.
I
Yeah.
only know your birthday and Shim's birthday.
I know Willig's birthday is February 13th, I think.
Yeah.
Day before Valentine's Day. That's easy. Chris and Alec are like in a week.
Oh shit.
So it's, or no, like a week from each other.
oh.
Like Chris is something in November
Nice,
4th.
nice.
I don't know.
Here we are. It's beautiful out. I don't know. I mean, we didn't really have. Usually, we have some things on the agenda. Today, we're just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
This morning I woke up. You know, I try not to always check social media like right when I wake up, but I'm addicted and I have a problem.
I do it too. And Clash Royale.
Oh God, that.
If anyone has a clan that's good and you want me to join, I will join. Just hit me up, DM me your clan. You got to be good though.
Oh, so
Carry on.
you're basically recruiting them.
I'm recruiting them to recruit me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Use my platform for good.
Yeah. Kyle is big into iPhone games, but only for like 3 months at a time. He'll
Yeah.
grind hard on he grinded this game called Simpsons Tapped Out
Yeah.
for months.
I grinded Zombie Farm for like a year.
Yeah, but like what's so weird to me is you'll invest like many hours and days of your life into them, and then one day you just delete them.
Yeah.
Well, like there's no transition of like slowly fading out of them.
I have this game called Tap Baseball. It's just a baseball game on your phone, and it's pretty fun game if you guys like baseball. But there's a new one that comes out every year. I always download it, play it for like a month, and then I grind it too. Like I play hard. I play hardball, and then I just, it kind of fades out, and it's like that was so pointless.
So Joe Rogan had this Are you good? You just
yeah,
sweating?
no, my ass is so itchy, and my hands, also my nails are just black. It's fine.
Yeah.
Continue, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan had just had this controversial clip from an episode the other day about gamers.
Yes.
First of all, I don't think any of the controversy was warranted because I listened to the entire episode, and if you listen to it, you'll get the context. He wasn't shitting on gaming as a whole, but at the same time, his point was kind of flawed. And basically, what he was saying in this like 1 minute clip that was clipped out of the whole episode was he was like, gaming is a waste of time, and he basically was saying like you can't make anything out of gaming, and he was trying to compare it to jujitsu, where like if you get really good at jujitsu, you could either become a pro jujitsu person or you could like open up your own jujitsu gym. But he's like, but his point, I mean,
literally, there's so many people that are that are professional gamers.
No, I know, but I guess his point was that, like, I don't agree, but I don't think he's aware of like the whole streaming community and how many people can make a good amount of money from streaming.
Yeah.
But I think his point was that a lot of people, which I would agree with, spend years of their life grinding video games and never do anything with it. Like,
yeah, but
a lot of people don't even try to like. I'm not talking if you just casually play video games with your friends, like on weekday nights for like an hour. Like that's not unhealthy. But there are people that are almost addicted, like people who spend 6-7 hours a day grinding World of Warcraft, don't make any content. And I think that's kind of what he was talking about. Like, that's just not a healthy. Yeah,
and I guess I feel like there's some skills, I guess, that, like from jiu-jitsu, obviously it's good exercise. Exercise is healthy for you. But for gaming, if you're just like a super gamer, I don't know what you're really benefiting unless you're making something out of it or just like it's casual for fun. You know what I mean?
do
like,
think
it's not.
Well, yeah, so one thing he said that a lot of people didn't like, a quote he said was, gaming is really fun, but you don't, I don't know, he said something like it's a fun challenge, but it takes you nowhere, or like you don't get anywhere, and people were making the argument that like, I only have the social skills I have today because of gaming. And
that's true.
And I've met so many new people through gaming, and I've talked to different communities of people that I never would have met. And I think we can both agree with that because we're a younger generation that kind of gets it.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, it's a big social thing. Like one of my favorite things to do is just, like at night or whatever, just get all the boys on Xbox and play Warzone or Fortnite or whatever. And that's like almost kind of the same as hanging out because like sometimes we would just do that anyways.
Yeah, and at the end of the clip, something Joe said was he said like, oh, well, gaming can be good if you're like making a lot of money from it, but if you're not making money from it, it's just a waste of time. And people made responses to this clip and basically said, if that's your standard for what's a waste of time, then any sort of recreation that you're not making money from is a waste of time. Like,
that's true.
Going to a restaurant is a waste of time. Hiking is a waste of time. Going to the bars is a waste of time. And like,
he's just got a thing against gamers. I feel bad for his kids. They probably can't play COD. That sucks.
Yeah.
But they're also rich, so that's cool too. And they have a really cute dog.
Yeah, dude.
And Joe Rogan's, he's dope.
Cool.
He's a pretty dope guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's just kind of a disconnect because he's a little older, but I think his overarching point was not that gaming is evil, but if you spend anything in your life, if you spend like 8 hours a day doing something and you're not getting anywhere from it, you maybe got to reevaluate.
I mean, unless you really think that you can keep going and you can make something out of it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just saying if you're like not trying to go anywhere with it, you don't care to go anywhere with it.
Agreed.
But Anyways, I don't know how I got here, but I was going to say that I woke up today, try not to check social media, but I checked Twitter. And I got tagged. This guy that I don't know, he's following 10 people.
Oh, those are the best people on Twitter.
I'm one of the 10 he's following.
Damn, lucky you.
Or no, he's following like 900 and has 10 followers.
That is a ratio.
Anyways, he has no profile picture. His username is like Trevor7974327. And it was a tweet that said, it was a video of a huge tornado. And it said, would you throw your second at in here for $900 billion? And he says, at Hey Narwhal, I don't know you, but hell yeah. And I just felt so disrespected.
Did you reply?
No.
Oh, dude, you should.
Fuck Trevor.
You should say, bitch, I'd throw you in for free.
The fact that someone I don't know, that I think only followed me because he followed me because he saw that Typical Gamer had a tweet that he tagged me in. So he's a fan of Typical Gamer. This guy is going to disrespect someone he's never met and throw me into a fucking tornado.
You wouldn't do that?
For money.
Dude, I want to experience a tornado. Like,
no,
how powerful... Well, no, I don't. But how powerful is actually being... Like, can I get lifted off the ground?
Yeah, bro. Bro, they tear up entire cities.
I mean, yeah.
They tear up
imagine the
skyscrapers.
Imagine the feeling that would be of just... You're kind of standing there, and then it's just like... I'm Iron Man. You're just like lifting off the ground.
Oh, you're dead, bro.
But if I had like a cool like parachute, I could get down. Although that would probably just get whipped around and somehow choke me to death.
You see the tornado coming.
Yeah. Run towards it.
You put on your squirrel suit that you were talking about.
Yes.
And then the momentum of the wind picks you up.
Perfect.
And you glide to safety.
And I keep my arms at my sides like a soldier, so my wings don't get ripped.
Nice.
And then once the tornado has kapooted me at the top. Then I just spread my wings.
Yeah.
And I fly back down to earth.
Now, what happens when you are sucked into this tornado and there's cows in there? There's
Why are cows
cars.
always in tornadoes? Poor cows. They can't run. I mean, they can run, but they can't avoid it. They don't know.
I've never seen a cow run.
I've seen a cow run.
Dude.
You've never seen cows in a pasture like running?
No. I've seen a cow slowly gallop, maybe. But I have never seen a...
God damn it.
Yo, can cows sprint?
Not fast. Dude, I saw a video of dude, cows are kind of cute. They have like a cute personality. Like I saw a video of this guy that was like playing basketball against his cow. His cow was like guarding him. It was like a dog, and the cow was like jumping around. Like
that's kind of sick.
It was like just a gigantic dog.
I mean, I don't really like farms. No. They don't do much for me.
They don't do it for you?
No, just
that's fine.
Like, what's the appeal of going to a farm?
Seeing farm animals and farmers. I don't know. But throwback to a early clip of ours where I said that I've never seen a cow physically moo, and it's a clip that I got some hate from.
Controversy.
Yeah, because people were like, "How you fucking idiot? I've never seen a cow moo." Like, did you ever go to a petting zoo? Yeah, I did. I didn't see any cows moo. I heard them. I didn't see them.
See, I don't think it's like as much of a exaggerated, definite moo. I think it's more of a.
But I've never seen them open their mouth.
Well, maybe you can try making a noise with your mouth opening, but not very wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's
all
not,
right.
It's easy.
But I don't think I haven't looked many cows in the eye.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
No.
Have you ever seen a pig sprint?
I've seen them like kind of waltz about, like jog maybe.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of animals I've never seen run.
I've seen sheep run. I've seen obviously horses.
Yeah.
I want a pet donkey. That'd be cool.
Yeah, someone commented on our clip saying that where you said you could beat up a pony, and they said something like, "You have no idea, a pony would beat the shit out of you."
No, dude. A small pony, I could push it over. I stand by what I said.
You could push it over.
Well, John also said he could beat up an NFL punter, which there's not a single punter you could beat up.
Yeah, well, we've all said a lot of dumb things on this show.
We have.
What can you do? Guys, I really feel like I'm going to fall off this cliff right now.
I feel so uncomfortable. I had a thought the other day. I walked through a spider web.
Okay.
And I thought about how much it must suck to be a spider. And you spend this entire day building a web. and some dumbass human just goes and walks right through it.
Well, that's their
And then you're
fault.
sitting there and you're like, well, fuck. No, I gotta rebuild this bitch.
What's the purpose of a web? What do the spiders get from that?
They live on it and they capture things because they fly towards it. They fly like a fly lands in the web, and then they cocoon it, and then they suck it out. They suck it. They suck. That's how they eat. They suck their brains out.
I've never seen anything land on a spider. Also, why don't the spiders just build the web somewhere where it's not so obvious?
They don't know.
Like the smart spiders are the ones that build it in the corner on the roof where I can't reach it.
Yeah, but what flies are over there?
They're trying to build it in high traffic areas.
Look, I don't think they really have brains. I think they just kind of do. So maybe they don't feel bad about it. Maybe it's just like, back to work.
All right, question.
Yep.
So I would agree that like some animals, like obviously they have a brain, but their form of consciousness is not the same as ours.
No.
They're not self-conscious.
Correct.
I would say. Do they feel like, if I'm not saying you know this, but if you had to guess,
I probably know
give
it.
an educated guess, do you think that like a roly-poly
I don't know this.
has like
No.
emotional feelings about life?
Apparently trees do, according to one of our last episode.
Yeah, but I'm very skeptical. But
No,
I
I
guess-
don't think a roly-poly cares.
okay, so if they don't care,
Well, I have seen Bugs Life, and
then
they do care in Bugs
why
Life.
do we as humans feel morally bad if you were to take a roly-poly and just
Well,
torture it?
I mean, they can feel pain. They don't like it. It's not. That's
Yeah,
not a part.
okay.
That's not a part of the nature cycle. We're not meant to be killing roly-polies. It's
No,
because you're
I
just
get
killing
that.
something for no reason.
Yeah, but if they don't even have that form of consciousness to like really realize and evaluate, if they just have sensations of pain, then what's different about me torturing it versus it getting eaten by like its natural predator?
Because the natural predator is gaining from it. You're not gaining anything from it, unless you eat it, I guess. But that's like so minimal that it's not even worth it for you.
Okay.
But for like whatever the hell, like a praying mantis, I don't know if that's what eats roly-polies.
So if a praying mantis rips off a roly-poly's legs one by one, is
Yeah.
that better than if I do it one by one?
Yes.
What if
Yes.
the praying mantis doesn't eat it? It does it for fun and then jumps away. It's just as fucked up.
That is fucked up. I would fuck that praying mantis up. I'd rip his head off. Did you see the video of the murder hornet getting his head ripped off by a praying mantis?
Yeah.
So apparently they sedated the murder hornet, and murder hornets consistently murder praying mantises. So they are not the solution.
Oh, so that was a myth.
Yeah, it was a myth. I think I said that as an A back in the day, and then I was educated later on.
Oh.
You know, you learn. You live and you learn.
Dude, it's getting kind of windy, and I'm super scared this camera's just going to fly over into the abyss, and we're not going to have this footage.
Yeah, that would suck.
Guys, go leave a review of our show in the Apple Podcast app. Tell your friends. If we're Dude, I just saw like a pebble fall off the cliff.
I just did that.
Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, I thought that was like something
Yeah,
important.
you got to fly on your ass. Dude, these bugs like John's
They're
ass.
eating my ass.
Yeah, eating their ass to the top. Brown nosers.
Go leave a review of our show in the Apple Podcast app, even if you're not.
If you're I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm moving a lot. I'm sorry for all the movement.
Yeah,
Hopefully I haven't
this
moved
is
out of frame
super
here.
uncomfortable.
But if you're listening right now and you haven't left a review and you want to leave a review, that would be great. Just say, "What's up, guys? I like mountains too." That could be a review, and then we would know how many reviews we get from this episode.
Okay. Or you could say anything else that's nice that would entice someone else to listen to our show.
That would probably be better, but mountains would be cool. If you could just throw, how about you
Just
throw mountain in the sentence?
Incorporate the word mountain
That
in
would be better.
the most creative way possible,
Yes,
and we
yes,
will
yes.
give you a hug if
Like
you do.
I would throw my grandma. No,
Off of a mountain
To
for
listen.
$900 billion.
well, that's
Like
not
a tornado.
a review for the show, though. I meant like I would throw my grandma off a mountain for this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't really want any grandmas thrown for this podcast.
No.
You
But
guys can be creative.
Yeah, so we are on pace for over 14,000 downloads this month, which is bonkers. So thank you guys for that. And just, tell your friends about our show. It helps out a lot, and we appreciate it. And word of mouth is the best way to spread this. So
We love every single one of you. Well,
I
there
mean,
are some of you that are a little creepy, but thank you, thank you for the majority. We appreciate you. None of this would really happen if we didn't have people listening. I think we would still do it, but it means
Oh, sorry. Continue.
it means a lot more that we have more of an audience, and it feels like we're actually talking to people and being heard.
Yeah, I honestly believe like both of us would still be grinding the podcast, and we would still be having fun, but there is a certain quality to the show that like
Big spider.
Oh my
big
god, why
spider.
you keep scaring me by yelling?
There's a huge spider.
I see it, but why'd you yell?
Because I got scared. Sorry.
We're talking, you go, oh!
My bad.
God, dude.
Sorry.
I'm on the edge of a cliff.
It was
Stop
big.
yelling.
Yeah, but there's a spider. Sorry. Continue.
Dude, the legs are really long.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say is there is a certain aspect or something is added to the show when we know that there's actually like a listener base.
Yeah.
As opposed to just feeling like you're talking to yourself, talking to the abyss, hoping that one day someone will listen to it. Like, because you feel like you kind of got to perform, and that's an exciting feeling for us. And
Yeah.
I also can guarantee we would not be doing a podcast on a mountain right now if we had like 100 monthly listeners. Because like I feel like Kyle and I are at a point now where we realize like we've gained a little bit of momentum.
We have to keep going.
And we have to like level up. And I feel like we did get into a kind of a rhythm where things got stale for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was partly because of quarantine. Like it's just we couldn't do anything, couldn't really go anywhere. But like I don't know. We're both motivated, and I just want to thank you guys for that.
Yeah, so again, we're gonna be coming out with some other stuff, some other videos, just more stuff. I think we're trying to make it less about just the podcast and more about just us and our group of friends, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, but I would never compromise. The podcast is always going to come first.
Yeah. No, but I would say think of it less of just Peak to Middle School podcast and more Peak to Middle School
as
group.
Like a group, yeah.
With a great podcast that will always be number one.
Yeah, like
I would always listen to.
I would never like miss a podcast episode for something else, but at the same time, we've already filmed one video for the YouTube channel other than the podcast, which is really exciting, and we're filming some other stuff tomorrow, and you know, hopefully maybe like I'd like to say right now maybe every other week we'll have a video, just because I don't want to say every week and then us get too busy and not be able to like keep up with that.
We tried that and it was
I just swallowed a bug.
That sound you made. It sounded like Shaggy.
It flew in my throat as you were talking, and I just felt it get stuck.
Can you cough it back up?
No, I tried, and it just went down. Oh my god, that was scary. Oh. Ew, I can like feel it in my esophagus.
Ew, is it flying?
No, sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. We tried doing, right when we started, if you guys want to look back on John's YouTube channel, it's called The Narwhal. He's got some good videos on there. If you want to see videos of us and us doing random shit, there's some good videos on there. So yeah, we tried doing like one video a week right at the start of the podcast, and that kind of fizzled out just because it was
just it's a lot to keep up.
It was a lot, and also at that point John was editing everything.
Yeah.
And he also wasn't working a full-time like editing job too.
Yeah, so now I'm working full-time, but Kyle's also learned how to edit. So I don't know, we're definitely got a better system down now, and I don't know. I just am very happy at this point in time, and a large part of that is because the podcast is growing.
Agreed. Can we high five?
No, you got to dap me up.
Oh.
Yo, you know how a couple months ago.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
We said, or I complained because I said you never like touch me enough.
Mm-hmm. I'm not physical enough with John.
Yeah, Kyle doesn't touch me enough, and I wanted more physical affection.
Okay.
And he's not a big hugger.
Want me to kiss you? I don't.
No, so we compromised, and I said, I want you to dap me up more.
Okay.
Because that's what a lot of friends do. Every time they see their friend, they say, hey, what's up, bro?
Sure, bro. But you don't initiate. I've never left you. I've never.
I always have to initiate the touching?
I always have to initiate?
You don't. Maybe if you did it once in a while, I would do it. But you never do it, so then I feel like Kyle doesn't want me touching him.
I don't really want you touching me, if I'm being quite honest.
But you'll do it because that's what your friend wants.
I'll touch you if you want to be touched. Just tell me how you like to be touched, and I'll touch you that way.
Just imagine if someone else was like on this mountain right now. Someone else like is just hiking down. They just
I know.
I'll touch you if you want to be touched.
That's been a concern of mine for quite a while. I'm kind of surprised no one's actually walked down here. Maybe they might have heard us and just kind of turned back.
Yeah, we're kind of in like a secluded area, so
Yeah.
they might have heard and just never came.
I heard us talking about like touching each other, and they're like, "All right,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on over there. Might be gay porn,
Yeah. So
That's
wait,
fine.
can you dap me up?
We just did.
I know. Just
Okay.
I need a more like concrete.
Do you want me to
one.
touch you better?
No, that's enough.
All right. I'm gonna
I'm
dap
good
your
with just
penis or
hand,
something.
just hand stuff.
Dap your. What's up?
What's up, dog?
Oh, that's weird.
So on the topic of just kind of like our content, this might not be the most exhilarating, stuff to end the episode with, but I wanted to give you guys a little update on our Patreon because I don't know, we've been getting some more patrons recently, and I want to thank you guys for that. And if you're a new fan of the show, you like our stuff, and you want extra content, bonus content, definitely check out our Patreon. You can pledge $5, $10, or $15, pretty cheap, and you can get extra content, and it helps support our show. And so what we changed was now in the $5 tier, you get a personalized video shout out.
Hey.
Where Kyle and I sit down and we talk to you and we just thank you. Obviously we don't know any of you, so
But we're still thanking you, and we're welcoming you into. I just got bit by a mosquito. We're welcoming you in to our PIMS community, which is a tight knit community.
yeah, man. Like, some of our super loyal fans, like,
We know you.
we like actually know, like, we know their names. Like, we DM them on a regular basis, and they DM us a lot. So, our point is, we just first we'll send you a personalized video shout out, and then along with that, in the $5 tier now, the first tier, you get access to monthly deleted scenes and blooper videos, because every single time we record, there's a lot of things we say that maybe we can't put in, or we shouldn't put in the real episode.
Also, just like random shit that happens before, like while we're testing cameras, and just kind of random conversations that we end up cutting out.
And honestly, like, those are sometimes funnier than the actual podcast.
Yeah, some of those are kind of my favorite. Like that to me is definitely worth becoming a patron just for those videos.
Yeah, they're hilarious. And before that was the middle tier, but we decided we'll give those to everyone now. So $5 and you get, and not only do you get the ones moving forward, but you also get access to all the ones for the last, it's been almost a year now since we've had Patreon. So there's a lot of videos up on there. Also, now in the $10 tier, you get obviously personalized video shout out, deleted scenes and bloopers videos every month. And every month now, at the end of the month, we will post a behind the scenes kind of sort of like day in the life vlog.
Extra sort of, yeah.
It's like a vlog of just kind of like behind the scenes of the production of all our stuff, like Kyle and me on like our day-to-day lives, I guess, and just behind the scenes of growing Peak to middle school.
If you want to know us more, you'll probably get to know us a little bit better through paying $10 for it.
Yeah, and so like we said, we're filming a bunch of more content now outside of the podcast, so there's going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we cut out of those videos that are still fun and funny and interesting. So that's for $10, and then for $15 you get all of that stuff that we've mentioned before, as well as
these bad boys, my feet, which currently are a completely different shade than my leg because I have so much dust on my leg. But if you're a foot guy or gal, and you want to see these bad boys, $15 is what you're gonna have to pay to get it, some access to that. But
and by the way, they're like naked feet.
Oh, they're naked.
Yeah, like
it is
no
full
socks on.
Nudity of the feet. I have clothes on, but I took my feet clothes off.
And honestly, we kind of did that originally just for the memes. It was kind of just there as a tier. Like, if someone likes us and feels like they want to pay $15, we never expect anybody to. But if they want to, just throw them in a meme. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But turns out we've got some $15 patrons, and I think people did
they
it
want the
solely because they wanted the feet pictures.
I don't know why else you would do it unless you're just such a very kind person and you want to, throw in that extra $5 for us. But $15 for these feet seems lofty. but also, but I don't know what kind of feet you're into. There's different types of people that are in different kind of things.
Yeah.
So if you want some jacked up feet, come on and get these.
There,
I'm really selling them.
Yeah. So there it is, guys. We don't like to talk about Patreon a whole lot because at the end of the day, we never expect anybody to pay us anything. All we ask is that you guys just enjoy our show and, engage with us, talk to us, message us. And at the end of the day,
love us.
Yeah, we just want you guys to like the show. So that's about it. I don't have anything else.
I'm so uncomfortable. My ass hurts, and I want to get off this mountain.
Yeah, it's getting late, and it's going to take us literally 3 fucking hours to climb down this mountain. Hopefully,
we're running low on water, too.
We're low on water. It's getting dark, not yet, but by the time we get down, we could be hiking down a steep mountain in the dark with no water. So, point being, we might not ever post this episode.
Maybe we'll see Bigfoot. If Bigfoot pops out, bet your ass I'm whipping out my camera.
Yeah.
And my penis.
Hell yeah, baby. All right. So, Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram at KyleStafford36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. What was the other one? Triller. Also like PIMS on Byte. I think it's just PIMS.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, we got at PIMS on Byte.
Just PIMS. So that is I'm trying to end this on a conclusion and I can't. John.
All right. You guys can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. There's new episodes of this show every single Monday and Thursday. So if you're new around here, we have 162 episodes for you to listen to. So go check them out. They're super fun. And we deleted our first 15 episodes because they were pretty shitty. So it starts on episode 16 now. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much. And wish us luck getting down the mountain.
Goodbye.